Thanks for joining us here on KGW Plus. Our top story at 5:30 today. Oregon leaders revealed their plans to pay for Moda Center renovations, hoping to keep the Blazers in Portland for years to come. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephanie Domerat.
And I'm Tim Gordon. Lawmakers say arena upgrades are needed to attract big concerts and events. Renovations could also satisfy the NBA and the new Blazers ownership. A makeover could look something like this, according to new images released by the team. Hopefully we'll see those images coming up. Senate Bill 1501 would take the taxes paid by players and performers and put that money toward arena improvements. It would also redirect taxes from Rose Quarter businesses and future renovation contractors to the Oregon Arena Fund. Fan Nick Rosello likes that idea.
I mean, it'll drive people back to the stadium. Who doesn't want to see a newly renovated stadium, like new restaurants and bars and stuff inside of there? Like, everything that could come from renovating the Moda Center, I think, is a good idea.
In a joint statement, Portland, Multnomah County, and state leaders said, quote, "We are confident that lawmakers of all backgrounds and party affiliations can agree keeping the Blazers in Portland for years to come is a top priority for our economy."
Well, the amount of unspent housing money that is being discovered inside Portland City Hall just keeps adding up. Now, for those of you at home keeping track, we're up now to $100 million. The money is meant for things like affordable housing, homelessness, and rental assistance. But instead of helping people stay off the streets, the money is sitting unused and unreported. Tonight, we're hearing from the man in charge of city finances, the new city administrator, Raymond Lee.
I think council is aware of some of the funding we were having and some of the funding that was unbudgeted for in the previous fiscal year. No one understood the full extent or what was some of the reserve funds that we had and within our bureau. And that's what we're uncovering now.
You can catch more of that interview with the city administrator tonight at 6:30, including why he's not ruling out they may find even more money inside City Hall.
And the city of Portland appears to have discovered another reserve of unspent taxpayer money. And it's frustrating some organizations. This time, a committee overseeing the arts tax says it discovered $8.5 million have gone unspent since the city started collecting that money. The arts tax is that annual $35 fee most Portlanders have to pay. It's meant to support art teachers and local art nonprofits. According to the report, the leftover money is due to the initial year of tax collections. The city says state budget law requires them to maintain sufficient reserves. Still, local organizations say they've noticed the money they get has dropped in recent years.
It's a bit of a shock. I think that everybody is happy that there is more funding to help buffer for a plan for the future to help support the arts and culture organizations in a more long-term solution. But I think that there is some concern about why we didn't know this prior to this.
I mean, there's just so many amazing organizations that are still struggling. To know that that money may be accessible is a great thing.
The city's Office of Arts and Culture says it's been in ongoing discussion since last spring on how to manage those reserves, including dipping into them to dole out more money to keep the fund operating.
Another commissioner is throwing her hat in the race for Multnomah County Chair. Julia Brim-Edwards today announced she is running for that seat. She says the county needs more effective leadership. She wants to focus on reducing homelessness, increasing access to housing, and managing the county's money better. Brim-Edwards was elected to the board representing East County back in 2023. She's also served on the Portland Public School Board. Commissioner Brim-Edwards will join our 6:30 news tonight for a live interview.
Well, the board of directors at OHSU voted today to start talks about potentially turning the Oregon National Primate Research Center into a primate sanctuary. The resolution will allow them to enter negotiations with the National Institutes of Health. But longtime employees of the research center would rather keep it as it is, saying they have to do research to save lives. Others say the research is outdated.
To the Oregon coast now, where a nearly 50-foot whale washed up dead on the beach over the weekend.
Yeah, the Seaside Aquarium told us today they plan to do a necropsy on the whale on Wednesday. Jake Holter visited the beach to see that whale firsthand.
Word spread fast about the whale as dozens of people have shown up to take a closer look. Experts say a beached fin whale is a rare sight.
Force of nature, you know, just super wild.
I think it's amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
A 46-foot fin whale proving quite the spectacle on Sunset Beach.
fabulous. I mean, I've seen whales off the coast here, you know, breaching and spouting, but I've never seen one, you know, where you could touch it.
This whale in particular, a rare find. Only 3 fin whales have washed ashore on the Oregon coast in the last 24 years.
We see mainly gray whales. When something goes wrong, this is where they end up. And, you know, being further offshore, the fin whale may sink before it hits the shore.
Keith Chandler with the Seaside Aquarium's Marine Mammal Stranding Network says he was alerted of the whale on Thursday.
We got a call from a fisherman that was working off of Cannon Beach. He's about 17 miles out and saw this whale floating.
The whale hit the beach Saturday morning.
The color and just the detail that you can see in person, it's wow.
Notably, when fully grown, fin whales are second in size only to blue whales.
We're not in an aquarium, you know, we're on the beach, we're in a whale graveyard.
This fin whale wasn't quite fully grown, and scientists hope to learn more in the coming days.
I don't know if we'll be able to determine how it died because it's been dead quite some time, but they can tell if it's been hit by ships or anything like that, and whether it was alive when it was hit by them.
The necropsy is scheduled to take place on Wednesday. Back to you.
Jake Holter for us there. In Clark County, a driver is in jail charged with DUI after authorities in Vancouver say he crossed the center line and crashed into another car. Well, this was just before 8 o'clock last night on Northeast 112th Avenue near Northeast 46th Street. Police say the driver did not have their headlights on either and caused significant damage to both vehicles. No one was seriously hurt.
In Benton County, new photos show a complex rescue operation after a logger was injured in the Alsea Falls recreation area. First responders were sent out just before noon on Friday. They say steep terrain and limited access made that rescue difficult, but the Oregon Department of Forestry and Monroe Fire District safely got that injured logger out and took them to a hospital. We do not know the extent of the logger's injuries right now.
Well, a Hood River grandmother says she's been scammed out of her 6-figure inheritance.
She says con artists posed as her longtime financial planner and got away with $100,000. Libby Dowsett tells us how it happened.
It's been very sad. It's been very hard to talk about.
Kim and Mark Gradine from Hood River say they're trying to focus on how they can help others avoid the same scam that just took Kim's $100,000 inheritance passed down from her cousin.
Everybody is heartbroken for us.
Kim said even last week she thought she was emailing back and forth with their financial planner of 20 years, Jim Dumbeck in California. But when the emails began to include talk of investing her inheritance in Bitcoin, she was surprised.
And I thought, that doesn't sound like Jim.
Kim said a scammer posing as Jim asked her to get a bank cashier's check for the entire $100,000 and send it to an address in Minnesota, and then requested she go back to the bank for a replacement check written out to a different name.
I got the same teller who was actually the manager of the bank, and by that time I'd already told him the day before that no, it was all, it was all good. I was doing it for investment.
Kim says the scammers requested another $2,000 check from her own savings for so-called fees and money for a private jet to come visit her. That's when Kim knew this wasn't her guy.
When I told him that I sent a $100,000 check, he just said, this has got to be a scam.
From this experience, Kim says she's learned to avoid long email strings where hackers can jump in, as in her case, and to conduct her finances in person or directly by phone. Libby Dowsett, KGW News.
Well, still to come here at 5:30, paying fair prices in the terminal. How prices at PDX compared to other airports across the country.
Then meet the beautiful Doberman who stole the spotlight at Westminster, helping its handler capture a long-awaited top prize.
Well, take a look at this double rainbow. Beautiful as well over downtown Portland. Primary bow, secondary bow. We had that awesome combination of sun and shower, of course, responsible for this. And going forward, though, we're going to dry it out. A little frost in the morning, and we'll look for rain and mountain snow to come back over the weekend.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
Welcome back. We are getting a check on gas prices tonight. Gas Buddy reporting prices have increased about 5 cents in the Portland area, with the average of $3.53 per gallon in Oregon. Washington averaging much higher, around $4 per gallon. Compared to the national average, which is $2.90 per gallon, that sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, it does. Be nice. Well, sticking with travel, did you know Denver's airport has a rule saying the stuff that you buy there shouldn't be marked up more than 15% of what you pay on the street?
Yeah, but Steve Sager with our sister station in Denver found that Portland is an exception when it comes to the prices it advertises.
A $4.55 coffee. That's a pretty good way to explore the teeth of DIA's pricing policy.
Our policy states that all concessionaires have to have pricing set at no more than 15% above street pricing.
Steve on your side found that coffee is $1.60 less off airport property, a 54% markup at the airport, not 15%. But Starbucks doesn't want to do street pricing, and DIA doesn't make them.
This is Starbucks airport corporate pricing across the nation. We, along with all the other airports in America, have approved this. Why? Because our customers want Starbucks, and they're willing to pay the prices.
Not every airport.
At PDX, we have a strict street pricing model that has been in place for many decades.
In Portland, they don't add 15% to their street price.
People who travel through Portland pay the same prices here at the airport for snacks, drinks, meals that they would pay on the street.
That same cup of coffee is actually cheaper at the airport in Portland than it is in town. And it's $1 below the price Starbucks wants airports to charge.
I feel it's part of our values.
Chris Sarnecki manages concessions at PDX and says strict street pricing leads to happy customers. His airport is consistently near the top of customer satisfaction ratings. And those lower prices, he says, drive revenue.
When you know that you're paying street prices for food and beverage, you're more willing to go buy a gift for somebody on your trip. People here do know it, and we promote it.
Back at DIA.
We've never heard of that before.
Not too many people know about DIA's street price plus 15 policy.
I did not know that, no.
And it doesn't sound like the airport is willing to follow Portland's strict street pricing lead.
The important thing to consider is every airport is different.
I'm Steve Stager, Steve on your side, 9 News.
We got a great airport. That's
and
what I take
another
away.
reason to love it. I got a cup of chowder from Moe's there, and it's just like being
It's
at
great.
Seaside. Yeah.
I love that.
I've gotten breakfast from Moe's in the airport.
Have you really?
And it wasn't bad. And it wasn't chowder, but it wasn't bad. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Right, exactly.
Great option.
Chowder for
All right, you guys want to see that double rainbow again?
Yeah, please.
Definitely.
It's the Tim and Stephanie double rainbow.
That's so pretty.
I'll let you guess which is.
I'm the little faded one on the right.
No. You guys are both bright and colorful. Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty
got
good.
even better
That's a good time lapse.
as the day went on.
Oh, cool.
Right? Just fantastic.
As it
Great
should
to
be.
see. It was that combination of sun and showers, but the showers are winding down when the sun, of course, has gone down. Although, what time is it right now? Yeah, 5:45. Sun's gone down, but tomorrow, our first day of the year with a sunset of 5:30. So yes, the days continue to advance and get longer. But again, out at the coast, you can see the clouds are clearing, 51 degrees. It'll drop into the 30s again. Up on Mount Hood, the clouds are also clearing. There's Mount Jefferson showing itself with its mantle of new snow, as does Mount Hood have that mantle of new snow. 14 inches of new snow, Tim. It's a nice mantle. It is. It's a good thick blanket that we needed. And we've got more on the way as we go into the weekend, but things are going to settle down for a few days. You can see on Doppler radar the scattered showers here. And again, with the loss of daytime heating and the shifting weather pattern, these are not long for our region. These will be winding down, but there's still some rain out there at the junction of I-205 and I-84. So yes, you might get a few raindrops on your windshield over the next couple hours. 0.07 of an inch of rain though today. That's all the airport measured. 0.15 over in Hillsborough. About 1/2 an inch, nearly anyway, up at Tillamook. And 0.12 of an inch in Salem. But remember, yesterday, most spots had over an inch of rain, which, of course, was not a record, not even close, because the records for this stretch of February, from the 2nd till about today, the 9th, all came during the Great Flood of 1996, and we're getting like 2 inches of rain a day. So records are not, those will not be broken this year, which is a good thing. So here go the showers moving on out. There's a weather system in California. There's more off the coast here over the central and northern Pacific, and those will all be eventually winding our way. But it's one in California will take center stage here on the west coast in the next couple of days and really prevent us from getting any precipitation in northern Oregon. Now watch as we go through Futurecast. You see the clouds coming up and they're thicker to the south. A few showers bubbling up from that California system tomorrow afternoon and on Wednesday. But we here in northwestern Oregon clear out and have some really fine weather. On Thursday, scattered high clouds begin to come on in. That's a shift towards wet weather again for northern Oregon as the Pacific jet stream begins to sag south over us and then south of us, and that will allow some of the coldest air of the season to move on down as we go into Sunday night and Monday. This should get the snow level below 2,000 feet, maybe down to about 1,000 feet. Not worried about a valley snow threat. It's not the right setup for that, but we'll keep our eyes on that. It's getting a little late in the year for a valley snow, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. It's happened before after mid-February. It just becomes more rare. But this is a good snow pattern for the Cascades through really the bulk of next week, which is why our model forecast here is fairly robust, upwards of 2 feet across the Cascades over the next 10 days. Now, the caveat is this is a 10-day outlook, so it is subject to change in the long run, and most of this comes in the long run, the last 5 days of this 10-day forecast. So hopefully we'll hang on to this, but if we can get 2 feet to 2.5 feet in the Cascades, that'll really go a long way towards helping to rebuild our snowpack. 54 is our high today so far, or that's it, 55 in Salem. We won't get any warmer, of course. 51 right now, freezing level 4,500 feet. So showers ending tonight. Sunshine tomorrow after some morning fog or frost. Highs will be in the low to mid 50s. And look at the next 7 days. It's dry on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, the rain comes in. Saturday also looks rainy. Sunday, sun and showers. And then Monday, more rain. So, yeah, giddy up.
All right.
Giddy up. That's a good way to put it.
Thanks, Matt.
You bet.
Hey, Matt, don't go away. I first have to ask you a question. You ever thought about just kind of swapping the forecast for skates, ice skates?
No, but I used to skate when I was a kid. Yeah,
Well,
not like that.
Rod Hill is really getting into it. I don't know if you knew this about
Hill.
Rod.
Can't wait to see this.
It should be good. Yeah, he's showing us, you know what it takes to compete on the Olympic stage.
I was thinking to say the
I know,
same.
I'm not
Was that
sure we're
Rod?
going to see him doing a
Was that
triple Lutz,
Rod?
but we'll see what we get when we come back. How about that?
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
Welcome back. A fan favorite event in the Olympics every year is figure skating. The sport is more than just gliding on ice, though. It takes a lot of practice and discipline.
Yeah, it really does. And in Vancouver, there are 3 skaters who know all about that. Rod Hill and photojournalist Eric Patterson take us on the ice for a look at some local champions and maybe even future Olympians.
Hi, I'm Natasha Saladin. I am the current Pacific Northwest Junior Ladies Regional Champion. Hello, my name is Anna Berman, and I am the Pacific Northwest Novice Ladies Silver Medalist.
My name's Dylan Dong, and I'm the Pacific Northwest Juvenile Boys Regional Champion.
Hey, I'm on the ice with Coach Joe Gorecki. This man is an entertainer, and I love it. I love that about you.
Thank you so much.
What is it you love about skating the most?
I love the power, the speed, the freedom, just the wind as you're skating quickly.
So as a coach, like any sport, I'm sure you have some students that catch your eye like, wow, if they stay with it, they could really have a career.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of times it's about the work ethic. If they're willing to work hard and they want to listen and really work on active corrections, those are the best type of students.
I love being able to use my creativity to express my emotions on the ice and to be able to create meaningful stories with music as an art form to connect with the audience.
Let's start with my daughter, Natasha. Give me a strength because you've worked with all of them.
She's got grace and power and amazing work ethic.
You said power.
Power.
Her dad's
That's what we work
like,
on.
Go fast,
We work
go
on
fast.
power drills and elegance at the same time. It's a great combination.
I love ice skating. I feel like the failures teach you a lot more than the successes, and all of that shapes you into the person you are, not just as a skater.
When I think of Anna, I think of tenacity.
Absolutely, and flexibility. Her spins are unmatched, so fast, so flexible, incredible.
I really like jumping and competing.
What about Dylan, big jumper?
He's a big jumper. He's getting a lot of his bigger jumps now, and he has so much fight, and he's not afraid to fall. He just gives it every time.
There's excitement about Team USA this year.
Oh, so much excitement. The Olympics are going to be so exciting. Team USA figure skating, we are the ones to beat for sure.
Go Team USA!
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
Well, a local dog show handler from Brush Prairie and his Doberman Pinscher took the top prize at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show last week.
Yeah, it was the second win for Andy Linton. His last win came back in 1989. Andy Linton has been showing dogs at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show for more than 40 years. And he won this year with his 4-year-old Doberman Pinscher named Penny. There she is. He calls Penny the best dog he's worked with. That's a sweet photo, and says that she helped him overcome pain and discomfort in recent years. Because a couple of years ago, Linton was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and credits Penny with giving him the strength to push through shows and win.
That trip around the ring running, I felt like 30 years ago. And just the high I was feeling, I felt like I had, thousands of friends in the stands supporting us.
Well, Penny retired after the show and lives with her owners in Canada. As for Linton, he's going to take some time off, take a vacation, and hopes to continue to show dogs. I just love that. The friendship.
It's fantastic. Great therapy for him, it turns out.
Definitely.
Fantastic. All right, well, stay with us because we have another full hour of news coming up in just 2 minutes.
In the meantime, let's check out our view from our Vancouver Skycam. Nice view out there. Your top stories are straight ahead.